Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the official Nerd Talk channel. My name is Tyler, aka My Little Nerd, joined by my co-host AJ Reacts to, and our good buddy Luke Honto, and we
What
are
up?
here for another episode of Nerd Talk. We are on episode 116. Need to change that real quick, and we are here today to do a live double feature watch along for A Quiet Place Part 1 and Part 2 in preparation for A Quiet Place Day 1 releasing tomorrow in theaters. And we are
Sir.
also going to do a quick review of House of the Dragon Season 2 Episodes 1 and 2, as well as talk about some recent trailers. What is going on, everybody? Um, as you can tell, I'm under the weather. I barely have a voice. But
Your voice was better yesterday. I thought you would be getting better today.
well, that's what happens when you watch a really bad movie with AJ. But as far as my day was actually pretty good. The system went down at Target, so I basically stood around for 4 hours. So that was fun. I got to do nothing and get paid, so that's fun.
So, like, it wasn't taking people's money, or like,
Nope, no, only pay cash. That's tough.
wow.
I don't feel bad.
That's tough, yeah.
I don't feel bad. What's going on, yo?
I'm
good.
good. I did some reading today. Just did some things around the house and stuff like that. But yeah, we're doing Nerd Talk early today. I'm
getting
Yeah.
more flashbacks of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
yeah.
Yes.
And
For
this
the
isn't
OG
even as long, is it? This is not even as long.
No,
Well,
but
because
No,
like we combine
we're
both
doing
of these,
two
so it's like
movies.
it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
for the OGs that remember, this is how early we started for Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Wow.
Oof, that was a stream, man.
Y'all ended at like midnight or something like that.
No, we ended at like 10
11.
o'clock.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
it's 4 hours. It was just a really long stream though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Luke, what's going on, bro?
Not much. Just had another day at work, even though we're having another COVID outbreak at the nursing home, which sucks.
Not the nursing home.
That's really bad too.
Because that's where I work at. I work
that's-
in a nursing home. So
that's like
and,
the worst place
we
for
have another
COVID to
COVID
be.
outbreak because a few residents have tested positive for COVID. So
Dang.
So, like, whenever
that
I have
was
to
over.
serve food, I can't go into the residents' rooms that are tested positive for COVID. Like, I can't go into their rooms. So, yeah,
Well, you're home
kind of
now.
how it is in a nutshell. But
You're home now. You're about to watch some awesomeness.
yes, sir. And I'm excited because I haven't seen these films in a couple of years. Last time I watched them was around Halloween of 2021.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into tonight's show, starting with the first topic, and that is the reveal of the DCU Superman suit. So we got an official look at this was it like a month ago? It feels like that.
About a month
But
ago. Yeah.
we got that first look, but we've now seen what the suit will look like. I guess unbattle damaged, if you will, like basically before he gets into a battle. So I'm gonna pull this on the screen for you guys. I'm gonna show this off real quick. So let me see if you guys can see. Yes, we can. So here is the official look at David Cornsweat. Is that his name? So
Mhm.
something like that.
yeah.
As Superman, and you see here he's got the trunks, he's got the belt, he's got his little collar up here, and we have I think it's the Kingdom Come logo, if I'm not mistaken, and he's got the little curl. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up another one here because I pulled up multiple tabs. This is I personally, this was my favorite one. I love this one. Look like he about
Love
to
it.
fuck somebody up. You gotta love it. And then you get more
Okay.
detail here. You got the little lining on the suit and all that. Very good. Nice detail on the belt. Very good. I love it. I love this suit. I really do. You know, you have the Zack Snyder crybabies that are like, "Oh, it's horrible because it's not Zack Snyder." Bro, I could care less. Honestly, I love the vividness of this. This is very much clearly the new 52 is fused with the old school Superman, and I really like this a lot. Um, and I'm gonna show the other image to where it has the logo on the back because I love the fact that he has his gold shield on the back. I love that. It's a very nice new addition. I love that. So I'm gonna move this and I'm gonna put it back to the other one. So what are your guys' thoughts on the suit? Again, I love it personally. I do. I'm
That
ready
looks
to
amazing. Like,
Um, for me personally, I really love the colors. The colors really pop. They're bright, and from like these set photos, like they're really bright. I don't know exactly how they're going to come out on screen, but right here it's bright and vibrant, and the colors pop, and I love that.
Well, I think in terms of how it's gonna look in the movie, I think it might look this bright because James Gunn is known for color. You know,
Yeah,
look at Guardians
yeah,
2. Guardians
yeah.
2 is probably the most colorful MCU movie there is, and the Suicide Squad still has some color too in there.
hmm
yep.
Um, yeah, and as far as like the design slash seams like on the shoulders and on the arms and stuff like that, it's gonna take a little bit of time for me to get used to some of that. But yeah, like around the abdomen and stuff like that, it just looks a little funky to me. I know the other day you were saying like it looks a little loose. You could
Hmm.
see like the kind of the wrinkles like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
so I don't know if that's gonna be like changed in post. But I think I would like that better if if it was tighter. The belt. The belt is something that I don't know if I'm gonna get used to. It it looks a little party city for me. But like everything else, like I really love the colors. That's like the biggest thing for me. The
Yeah.
logo is dope as well. Like it's different from
Hmm.
anything we've seen in live action. And also like you were saying with the cape, that's dope as well. So um it shows a lot of promise. I love the look. I really like the look. Only a few things that are like, yeah, but overall, it's dope.
Look.
Sure. It looks great. I mean, I love the symbol colors. I mean, the belt. I don't
Mhm.
really know what to say. Like, this is just fantastic. And
Yeah, I'm very excited for Superman. Well, it's called Superman. It's not Superman Legacy anymore. But I'm very excited for this movie because I love the Suicide Squad. That's like other than the Dark Knight trilogy, probably my favorite DC movie of all time. I love that movie. Um,
awesome.
and that him doing a Superman movie to me is just it's perfection in my opinion. So I think
Yeah.
this is gonna work. We also I'm not gonna show them, but we also got set photos of Lex Luthor and Lois Lane and the other characters. Mr. Terrific looks terrific, no pun intended. I think he looks fantastic. He looks straight out of the comics. I love that. Um,
Yeah.
and from what I've seen from the set, it looks promising. So if you guys have seen the set photos from Superman, let us know down below what you think. Do you like the suit, or are you just not a fan of it? Moving on to our first trailer of two tonight, we have the official trailer for Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, releasing in
Ooh.
December. So, I am very excited for this movie. Robert Eggers is a director I love. I have not seen The Lighthouse yet, which I'm going to before the end of the year. Well, before October, but I've seen The Witch, which is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I love that movie. I think it's a masterpiece beyond belief. And The Northman was incredible. I love that
Yeah.
movie. So we have him doing his take on Nosferatu, which I feel like is a movie that they've been working on for so long. I feel like they've been trying to get a Nosferatu movie off the ground for such a long time.
Yeah.
And to see it finally coming to fruition is kind of incredible, to be honest. And this trailer, in my opinion, is incredible. The Robert Eggers has this style to where he films everything with such an eeriness. The colors are so dark, but in a way to where it's like it's not
Sorry about
it's
that, fellas.
depressing or grim. He creates that tone so well, especially in The Witch. The colors are used that way on purpose to convey this theme of, eeriness and misery, and I love that. And it seems like he's continuing that in Nosferatu.
Yes, sir.
The cinematography is incredible. The cast all around looks great. I did not know Aaron Taylor Johnson was going to be in this, but I'm glad to see he's getting a more serious role, and I'm interested to see what he's going to be doing. Willem Dafoe, I mean, at this point, acting is like a second nature to him. At this point, I haven't seen a single bad thing from him, and Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu looks fantastic. From the brief shots that we saw of him, he looks so good at Nosferatu. That final shot of the trailer just gives me chills, and I can't
Ooh.
I can't wait. This is easily one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and it's coming out right at the end of the year. So if we get a top 10 contender right at the end of the year, I feel like that's always the best. But I love this
Yeah.
trailer, and I'm looking forward to this. AJ,
Um, so as far as Robert Eggers, I am a fan of his movies. And um, this trailer, like I believe you said that it gives like kind of like his style towards the different sequences, different sequences and stuff within this trailer from his other movies. Um, when I watched this trailer, it really reminded me of The Lighthouse with the tone of The Witch. And
yeah.
it's kind of like a combination, and that I really enjoyed the tone of this trailer. In saying that, um, this is not really one that I'm that interested in, man. I didn't see the original. I haven't seen the original. But
Neither of
like I
I.
don't know. When I saw the trailer, I was like, it was cool. I liked it. The cinematography looks fine. Like there's nothing inherently wrong with the trailer. Like everything looks fine. It just didn't grab me overall. But I am a fan of his work, so I'll probably be checking it out. But yeah, I don't know. It,
I
it was
mean,
cool.
I don't know. I said the same thing about the Northman before I watched it. I was like, I don't really think this looks like all that. And Kevin ended up dragging me to it. Not
Hmm.
dragging me to it, but he was like, "Come on, let's go see it." I was like, "All right," and that ended up being in top 10 of
Yeah, that
2022.
that might be
Yeah.
like that for me. But when I saw the trailer for the Northman, I said I have to be there day one. Like that trailer grabbed me. I don't know why this trailer wasn't grabbing me like his other trailers were, but I don't know. Um, but yeah, maybe it's because it's like it's already a thing, like it's a previously known IP. And
Yeah, but
Robert
you got
Eggers
to
doesn't
remember,
usually do that.
Nosferatu isn't something that's been made like several times.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And the first,
But
the
I know
first
that it is
one,
a remake.
the first one isn't. Yeah, it came out in what, like the 50s, 40s.
Yes, it's a classic.
It's not something that it can't be remade.
Yeah, no, I'm not
But
saying that it can't. Like it's fine that it is, but I think that's one of the things I really did enjoy about Robert Eggers movies is that they're original. Like it's not anything previously known. Not that I know of anyway. But I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I don't even know if that's what it is. It's just it didn't grab me like, you know, like that.
Yeah.
But Luke,
Luke,
Well, I actually, funnily enough, I actually got this trailer in front of the Bike Riders because I saw that movie last week. So I was able
mhm.
to see this trailer, and I have never felt so unsettled watching a trailer in a movie theater than this movie. Than this trailer, like I even turned to my mom, who I saw the bike riders with, and I was like, "That looks fucking creepy." like right at the end of the trailer, like once it hit, like only in theaters this Christmas, I was like, I turned to her and I was like, "That looks creepy as hell." like, and I will say I'm a massive fan of Robert Eggers. I love his films, The Witch, The Lighthouse, and The Northman. I still think The Lighthouse is my favorite of his because of the scope and tone of the film. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Robert Eggers actually used like actual cameras and lenses from that time period that The Lighthouse is set in to actually kind of give you that scope and feeling of the time period, which I think he captured that perfectly. And big Oscar snub in that one for Willem Dafoe, in my opinion. Big Oscar snub. I love what he did with The Witch, and I love what he did with The Northman. And I do agree that this film definitely looks like his style, for sure. But I kind of hope that this film isn't like too... Because I feel like what The Northman also did really well in regards to the direction is that it's not just his style. Like, you have his style sprinkled in there with some artsy stuff, but also some pretty graphic, like, Viking shit thrown in there. Like, which is what I liked about it. So I kind of hope they kind of keep that balance, at least with Nosferatu. Because the original film, which is a super duper old film from, I think it was from 1922. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, 100 years ago. That is one of my all-time favorite movies. So I'm really interested to see how Robert Eggers takes this on. But after I saw that trailer, I was like, I'm there. I am there. Like, I don't need to see any. I don't need to see another trailer.
I might not watch it.
I wish I could just. I wish I had like a remote that could just fast forward to Christmas and then just dash to the theater to go see this.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't.
I
think
so
I'm
would do
watching
that.
Trailer. I think I'm sold on this for sure. We'll see. But if you guys have seen the trailer for Nosferatu and are excited, let us know down below. Or if the trailer didn't do anything for you, let us know. Moving on to our last trailer for the night, the Smile 2 official teaser trailer has dropped. So, funny, I have a funny history with Smile. So I saw the trailer when it was coming out in 2022, and I was like, that looks absolutely horrendous. I thought it looked really bad, minus the one jump scare that they showed in the trailer. I wish they did not show it in the trailer because it was the best part of the movie. But minus the ending is fantastic. But I was like, dang, that looks really bad. So I ended up not watching it in the theater. And I think I bought it on 4K and then I watched it. I don't remember if I bought it first and then watched it or if I watched it and then bought it. I probably bought it first. But I watched it like at the very end of the year. And if you know me, the movies that I haven't seen in a year for like new releases, I watch the movies that I really don't care about at the end of the year. So I watched like this Pearl because I was not excited for Pearl at all. I watched that at the very end of the year. And I remember watching it. I watched it with Kevin. We were both like, yo, that was one of the craziest fucking movies I've ever seen in my life. And this movie made a crap ton of money. Go figure. You know, when a horror movie is good, it's gonna make bank. Unless you're Abigail, you know. So,
damn you fuckers that didn't support Abigail.
but it's okay because Tarot made bank. You know.
Yep,
Of course.
We're getting a Tarot too.
Dude, that's way. I didn't even watch it, but that's way worse.
Tarot.
Like,
and The Strangers. The Strangers made money too.
Fuck that piece of shit.
Anyway. So they announced that we were getting a sequel. They announced it relatively quick too that we were getting a sequel, and I was like, I don't know, man, because it's got that sense of, oh, it made money. Let's greenlight it. Let's fast track it really quick. I was like, I don't know if I love that. And then we started hearing like it was kind of going to be an anthology thing to where it's like all new characters, but it's not really because I think one of the guys is coming back from the last movie. Um,
Yep.
and it's going to be this whole new thing. And then we started finding out it's going to follow like a pop star or something. And I was like, okay, that's new and different. And then they started doing the marketing campaign, which I thought was a great marketing campaign. They released like these cryptic videos about the pop star in the movie. I was like, that's rather neat. And then we eventually got the trailer. We got it last week, and I thought this was a good trailer. I don't know if this is directed by the same person,
It
but
is.
um if it is, you can tell there are some really really cool shots in this trailer. There's this one shot where Naomi Scott's running away and there's like all these people. They're like a, a spider or something. They're like glued to the wall and they're moving. It's really
Ugh,
good,
chills.
really good stuff. The movie, the trailer did not give away a whole lot to what's happening, and I'm okay with that. Like, I could not see another trailer, and I'd be fine with that. I'm probably not going to, since they didn't give away a whole lot here. And with the first movie, they gave away a lot of stuff in the trailer. Um, I'm so happy Naomi Scott is getting more work. I think she's a very underused actress. I love her in Power Rangers. I really like her as Jasmine in Aladdin. And it's nice to see that she's actually getting work, and I think she's going to be really good in this movie.
Yeah.
The one issue that I have with this trailer, it does look good. The movie does look good, but it kind of has that feeling of we're doing another one to do another one. It doesn't, like, nothing in this trailer is screaming to me, this is why we're doing another one. This is why another Smile sequel is required. Nothing in this trailer really screamed that to me. A lot of this just felt like Smile again. You know, there's some inventiveness in the trailer, sure, but for the most part, it just felt like, yeah, the curse is back and they gotta figure out a way to stop it. You know, I don't really know how they're gonna stop it this time. They didn't really stop it the last time. We'll see what happens, but the movie does look good, and I will be seeing it in the theater because I really like the first one a lot. And we'll be doing a watch along for it in October, so look forward to that. AJ.
So going back to the first movie, when I first saw the trailer for that, I had a totally different thought about that trailer. I really liked it. And I couldn't really pinpoint exactly what it was that I really liked about it because it did kind of look like a generic horror film, like with a gimmick. Oh, okay, the people smile at you really creepily. Like, what? Okay, like, but I don't know, something about the trailer. I was like, this looks dope, and I'm gonna see this in theaters. I saw it in theaters, and I really liked it. And like, it was a little divisive when it came out. Like, people kind of didn't like it, but it made its money. Like, it was kind of like, back and forth. But personally, I really dug it. I thought it was one of the best horror films of that year. And yeah, so when they announced a new one, I was like, I don't know if I love them continuing the story. And it turns out that they didn't. So it's like, or they're not going to. So it looks like it's going to be like an anthology thing. I was like, that's what this needs to be.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this franchise needs to be. If it's going to be like continuous, if they're going to make 3 and 4 movies, it has to be a anthology. It can't be, bringing people back from the first movie. I hope that doesn't happen. But if they do, I hopefully it's subtle and it works. Um, I do really enjoy the pop star, type, vibe with this. And we get 2 pop star horror films this year, which is kind of
Mhm.
funny. The other one's Trap.
Trap. This
Yep.
month, next
Yeah,
month, right?
yeah. I
Or is
think
that
that's
August?
August. It's in
August.
August.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
this
We're
coming.
almost next month.
Yeah,
We're at the end
almost.
of at the end of June. But yeah, like this trailer really struck me, and I think it's mainly because I love the first movie. But I don't know. This trailer was dope. I watched it at work, and I was like smiling the whole time. No pun intended. But yes, so yeah, I dug this trailer. A lot of shots were dope. I liked the end of the trailer with Smile with the blood in the street. Like, I dug that. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully it lives up to my hype.
Luke,
Funnily enough, like you guys have seen the trailer for Smile. I did not. I did not watch a single trailer for it. All I knew was that it was a new horror film, and it was a Smile gimmick, and I was like, I'll give that a try. So I went to go check it out, and I was freaked out by the time I got home. Like I was actually freaked out, like because I will still stand by that Smile is actually one of the scariest films I've actually ever seen. Like that film like shook me to my core. Like so when they announced they were doing a sequel, I was like, like I mean I don't mind the idea of a sequel, but I don't know where they're gonna go. Like but also kind of to be fair, like the first film just ended on like this awkward note. Like where it's just like something's happening, cut to black, and then directed by Parker Finn, and I was like, "What? That's how you end it?" So yeah, that's yeah.
I don't know if it's really necessary, but I kind of would like to see some origins of where this entity came
I would
from.
love to see a movie like about this take place in the past.
Yeah,
I
I
would
get
too,
that,
actually.
but like also I don't want it to be like too much to where it takes away the mystery of it, because I think that's part of why it's so creepy is because we don't really know like
Because you don't
exactly
know
where it
exactly
came
like
from,
what
how it really
caused this
works.
entity to happen.
Right.
Like, and so yeah, like once the trailer came out, I was like, okay, let's see what they got up their sleeve. And then I was like, I really like where they're going with this. I mean, it definitely does look a little bit too. Honestly, just watching the trailer, I do feel like it's a bit too similar in regards to the gimmick with the first film. Like, I feel like it's a bit too similar in my opinion. But if it's gonna be like some kind of like anthology, then I'm in for it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want it to be the exact same film over again, though, because otherwise that will be kind of a default for me in regards
That's what I'm
to.
saying. Like when I watch the movie, I don't like. I want to walk out of it and be like, yeah, that didn't feel redundant. That didn't feel like I've seen it before. Like that.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I felt like with Smile. The first one, it's like some of it felt familiar, but like the part at the
I mean, yeah,
spoiler
it's
alert
certainly
for the
familiar.
first
Like,
one, but like the part where the dude ripped his fucking face off. I've never seen anything like that in my life. That is some of the craziest practical effects I've ever seen. You know,
bro, dude, I actually kind of screamed out loud in the theater when I first saw that because I was like, oh my god, like, I'm not kidding you, that scared the shit out of me. Like, well, because
Yeah,
again,
hopefully
you've
they
never
stick with
seen
the
something like that
practical.
before, and then when the even though no, it's kind of CGI, but like when the demon is revealed of like the person like of her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even get me
as
started. I was freaked out.
as
Like,
AJ said, keep it practical. That CGI was booty.
Keep it practical.
The CGI was booty cheeks.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I like
this
where they're
movie
going with this. Just I don't want it to be too similar to the first one. Is all I
Yeah,
ask.
I hope it's another banger, and a lot of people have felt like this year for horror has been lackluster. There's been some duds, but I really enjoyed the Watchers. I really enjoyed Abigail. Abigail was really good. Late Night with the Devil was fantastic. Um,
Oh,
there's been some really good horrors. Lisa Frankenstein, I really liked.
yes, sir.
First Omen was really good. There's some good stuff. There was some good stuff this year. I think the latter half of the year is going to deliver some bangers, and I'm excited. So if you
Hope
guys
so.
have seen the trailer for Smile 2, let us know down below what you thought about it. Are you a fan of the first one? Do you think this movie's necessary? And if you saw the trailer, let us know what you thought.
Yes,
Moving
sir.
on to our brief review of House of the Dragon season 2 episodes 1 and 2. So we're gonna keep this brief because we want to get started on our watch along. Me and AJ are just gonna give our brief thoughts on episodes 1 and 2 combined. Maybe some spoilers here and there, so you've been warned.
I'll make sure to cover my ears for that. So.
Luke, you're not gonna remember this, bro.
Are you gonna? Oh, he's gonna remember. You're talking to Luke, bro. Got the memory of.
I've seen I'll be clear though. I have seen the first season of this show though. I have seen the first.
Oh, you did what? Oh, Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon?
House of the Dragon. I've seen the first season.
Oh, so what are you waiting for, bro? Why are you not watching season 2?
I don't know, dude. Like I don't know what's going on with me with not watching TV shows.
Brother. Anyway, so for those who don't know, I had put off watching Game of Thrones for so long because I had this like chip on my shoulder to where I really didn't want to watch a lot of TV because I'm a movie guy and it's hard for me to sit down and commit to TV. And when I went to go see AJ, we went Blu-ray hunting and we found the seasons pretty dirt cheap for the most part. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally grab them all. I'm gonna sit down and watch Game of Thrones. And I think in like 2 weeks, I pretty much plowed through the entire show, and I loved it. I loved pretty much every season. Season 3 ended up being my least favorite season. Not season 8, season 3. And I waited a little bit, and then I think right before a couple weeks before season 2 started, I watched season 1 of House of the Dragon. Very much enjoyed that first season of House of the Dragon. I had some issues, but point is, I was all caught up. I was ready to go. As for the first episode of House of the Dragon, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit slow, but there's 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and a season of Game of Thrones starting slow. And to me, this was no different. So I wasn't surprised. I think the character writing so far in this season is phenomenal across the board. I think every character is getting some really nice shine. I think Rhaenyra and Aegon right now are like my top characters of the season. I think they're giving them the most things to do. I I personally thought the second episode was a lot better than the first one. There were some things in that episode that I loved. It's mainly everything with Aegon. Rhaenyra's story is very engaging, and I like that. But seeing Aegon go from this king that he didn't want to be king to now he's embracing it to no, now he's putting his foot down. He's like, no, I want heads on pikes. I want blood running through Westeros. I really like that, and I'm finding that to be very interesting. And the other thing I'm finding very interesting is the conflict between Rhaenyra and Daemon. I think that's very interesting because Daemon is a hothead no matter what his age. He is a fucking hothead. And you see that he's just doing things behind Rhaenyra's back, and she's like, well, "What the fuck are you doing?" Now I'm enemy number 1 in King's Landing for no reason. Um, as far as negatives so far, I mean, I don't really have any. It's your standard Game of Thrones stuff for me right now. And when I say standard, I mean really fucking good stuff right now. You know, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones and you watched the first season of House of the Dragon and liked it, I don't really know why you're not watching it. You should be because it's really good, and I'm excited to be on this journey for the second season. AJ?
So I'm gonna say okay. I'll say put it like this: the last season of Game of Thrones, when it was airing on TV, that's when I got into it, and so like I watched the entire show within 2 weeks, loved it, absolutely loved it. When House of the Dragon came out for the first season, I was on it. Like I was pumped, and I watched it week to week for the most part. Um, and now that season 2 is coming out or came out, right before it, I binged the first season. I didn't watch it week to week. That at that point. I was watching, binging it. Season 1 is fantastic in my eyes, and I enjoyed it even more while binging it. That's why I love binging shows. But yeah, so coming off of season 1, we're like put right into like right after this devastating thing happens to Rhaenyra. And now it's kind of like a back and forth, like a battle, like tit for tat, like son for a son type situation. And I like that. The first episode was slow. I agree. It took its time. It's setting up, the players for the season. It's setting up the tone for the season. Like I dig that, and it was slow paced though, admittedly. Going into the second episode, something crazy happens at the end of that first episode. Going into the second episode, it's slow once again, and this is where I'm kind of starting to get worried. Most people will say it was a great episode. For me, I'm reverse with Tyler. I enjoyed the first episode a lot more than the second episode. I was kind of falling asleep throughout the episode, but it's still like kind of establishing things and establishing characters. Hopefully it picks up the pace, picks up the momentum. We have Aegon, and his character is developing. So there's that. And I really liked a scene with him and Otto. I really liked that scene. Get him out of here, man. Get Otto out of here, bro. Come on, bro. But yeah, like Tyler was saying, the conflict between Rhaenyra and Daemon, I love that stuff. Hopefully it pays off. We see Daemon, go somewhere. We don't know where he's going. But by the end of this episode, I was just kind of like, how have we really progressed the story? Like, hopefully in episode 3 we get more, and some more, action and intrigue for me anyway. But yeah, the first 2 episodes were solid. That battle at the end of episode 2 really woke me up out of my sleep. So hopefully we keep with that.
All right. If you guys have seen episodes 1 and 2 of season 2 of House of the Dragon, let us know down below if you are enjoying it so far and what are your hopes for this season. My hope is that Aegon Targaryen's head is on a pike by the end of this season. Please. Moving on to one of 2 watch-alongs of this evening, we have a watch-along for A Quiet Place Part 1, released in 2019. So if you guys don't know the rules of the watch along, you get your copy of film, so you get your copy of A Quiet Place. I hate you, AJ, for having that steelbook. I love that steelbook. It's okay because I got this really cool one with the embossed on it. I love that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So you get your copy, or if you do not own it physically, you stream it. I believe this is on Paramount Plus. And you sync up to timestamp 00 and wait for us to count everybody in. And wait for the countdown.
Yes,
is
sir.
everybody queued up and ready to go?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to count us in. And 3, 2, 1, play. Right. So, did we all see this in theaters?
I did not.
No? Oh, wow.
Did you see this in theaters, Tyler?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
So, I wish it was here, but this movie is kind of special to me. Not to get lovey-dovey, because he's a pain in my ass, but this is the first movie that I saw with Kevin together in the theater.
Oh, wow.
This is
Nice.
the very first movie I remember going to see with him, just me and him alone. And that's why this movie's kind of special to me. So yeah, I saw this movie in the theater. I remember I forgot what movie I saw the teaser for this for, but I remember seeing it and be like, the concept just blew my mind. I was like, bro, they've got these aliens around them and they can't speak. Like, what? That is so crazy to me. I
Yeah.
remember, and I remember just seeing the trailers over and over. I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be so cool!" And I watched it, and I absolutely loved it. And I bought this steelbook day one. This was a day one, and I've watched this movie several times. I love this first movie.
I've seen it a couple of times. I haven't like, but again, I haven't watched it since Halloween a few years ago. Same thing with part two. But I did see part two in theaters, though. I did see part two in theaters.
I have a funny story with part two. I'll tell you out on that when we watch
Oh
it.
When we
God,
get to that.
I remember this.
Yeah. As far as this movie, I don't know why I didn't see this movie in the theater. I was well, a little history. I love The Office, and when that was on TV, when it was airing week to week, I was watching it every week. I didn't miss an episode. And John Krasinski was my guy, and I heard that he was directing and writing and directing a movie, and I was like, I gotta see this. Like, it's gonna be dope. And it was like it turned out to be a horror film. It's like, wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that from him because The Office is a comedy, and that's really all I knew him from. So I was like, how is his dramatic acting gonna be? Like, I don't know what that's gonna be like. Um and I just did not end up seeing it in the theater. I don't know what was going on. But that was like back when this came out on physical. Um, Redbox was a thing. I feel like Redbox is still a thing, but
It is.
that was something that I was doing. I was getting things from Redbox around that time. I was like, oh, A Quiet Place dropped on Redbox. Let's go get it. I went and picked it up, brought it home. I was like, I watched it. Why didn't I see this in the theater? Why? Because like I just know it would have been like so immersive, like, and I would be trying to be quiet in the theater like everybody else. I already do that, but like I would have been trying to be extra quiet, because I was doing that when I was watching it at home. Um, but yeah, like this movie is fantastic. I really, really enjoy it. It's short and it's to the point, and I love that. This movie could have easily been really drawn out and kind of boring, but it wasn't. Because there is talking, but it's not a lot of it, because of their environment. So
Yep.
um, I just love the writing to this movie. The character moments are amazing. The character arcs are good. Um, and yeah, this movie is dope. And I try to watch it each year. I think I've missed like one year, 1 or 2
Yeah,
years.
I haven't seen either of these movies. I did a double feature with these movies in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
maybe it
Around
was
Halloween, I did
2021. There was only 1 year where I watched them both back to back. I think it was 2021 because I was like, yo, I gotta rewatch this movie because of the way I watched it the first time.
Hmm. Yeah, I never done a double feature for this movie, so this is the first time.
Well, actually, the last time I watched both of these, I did do a double feature of both of them.
Nice.
So.
Last time I watched this movie was last year, and I watched it on my phone while I was at the gym.
Perfect place to be watching it.
Right. It's like that. That's the environment to watch this movie in.
Newsflash, everybody. AJ has the perfect location to watch A Quiet Place.
Right.
At the gym.
Right.
the behind the scenes with this movie is very interesting because the um the young actress, she's actually deaf in real life, and every actor in this movie had to learn sign language. And I think that's so cool that they all learned it fluently to do not one but two of these movies.
Mhm.
You know, that's actually really cool to me that they did that. You know, sign language. Funnily enough, sign language is a language that I would love to learn. I think it's
Okay.
such a cool language to learn.
I'm gonna be right back.
I honestly thought I learned sign language even after watching part 2, but yeah, I don't know jack shit.
Don't give it to him. Rip Bozo.
Sayonara.
All right, back to grab my headphones so I can hear.
I'm very interested to see. See, this is the thing that excites me about day one. Nobody, I mean, not that we know of, none of these characters know sign language. So it's like, how are they gonna survive?
Gotta whisper.
And then the main character's got a damn cat. I'm telling you, that cat has to be mute. There's no way that that cat is having vocal cords and surviving. But funnily enough, people that saw the movie, they were like, the cat stole the movie.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. You got a cat in a movie, you gotta like make that the main character, one of the main characters. Sure.
Yeah.
Look at Lightyear. The cat was the
Captain
best
Marvel.
part of that movie.
Oh yes, I love Spock.
The
Beep boop beep
Marvels.
boop beep boop beep boop beep boop.
The Marvels, yep.
Yes.
Sleepwalkers.
Oh, let's see what the cat.
He's a sleepwalkers. Hey AJ, I got something to tell
I
you.
don't know.
What?
Cop kebab.
I don't know if you love cats if you want to watch Sleepwalkers. See cats
Sleepwalkers is one of
literally
the
getting
funniest movies ever, dude.
shot and crushed to death.
He took from one
Stabbing
for
a
the
cop with a
team.
corn cob.
Yeah, I wish I had headphones for this because most of this movie is silent, but I know the sound parts are like really impactful. But
Yes.
it's
Yes.
whatever. Emily Blunt, man, I love her so much. She's one of the few actors that I can't think of a movie that she's really bad in. Pretty much everything I've seen her, she's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so crazy because everybody else can hear that, but she can't. She's like, What's
She
going
knew.
on?"
She knew exactly what was.
She knew, but
Oh
like
no.
she didn't know as soon as they turned around. But now, oh yeah,
Oh,
you messed up.
Doof. Rip
Hit the
Bozo.
in this movie.
oh.
I wonder if we're gonna get
I could not imagine
title
even
card
watching
like
that
this
scene in the
in day
theater.
one.
So, funnily enough, they showed that in the trailer. They showed him messing with the spaceship and him running to him. And you watch in the trailer and you're like, oh, they're filming it to where, he's gonna die. He's not gonna oh
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh
yeah,
shit.
I remember watching it like that and just being like, oh shit, they fucking killed the kid.
Yep, kid.
You
They
can't
really
do
killed the
that.
kid
You can't do that.
in a PG-13 horror movie.
Yeah. And they as much as they showed of it too.
Again, dude, I could not imagine watching that scene in the theater. I probably would have freaked out.
I low-key remember for like a couple minutes, I was kind of like in shock. I was like, yo, they really killed the fucking kid.
They really did.
Because I was not expecting that movie to start like that.
Like literally.
I don't know if they're gonna have an opening scene like that in day one because then the inciting incident is them coming down. So it's
Right.
like, is it gonna be the initial outbreak and then title card? I don't know. Maybe they pull a fresh where the title card comes in 30 minutes into the
Yo,
movie.
Fresh.
Probably.
Fresh was something else with that.
Bro, Friday the 13th, 2009.
Right. It'd be interesting if they do like a scene from like the middle of the movie as the first scene in the movie, kind of like Mission Impossible 3. I don't know.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Well, no, that's before the third act. Mission Possible.
Yeah, not the third act.
Yeah.
But like in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then like when after the title card, it's like, okay, this happened such hours earlier.
I think this is true. I don't remember if it is. I think John Krasinski does the mocap for the aliens in this movie. I think he does.
Interesting.
I don't know about that.
I remember seeing something like that. The way they create the sound. Funnily enough, I don't watch a lot of behind the scenes. I watched a lot of behind the scenes stuff with this movie. The way they create the sound effects for the aliens is fucking crazy.
Yes.
The sounds in this movie remind me of The Last of Us, the clickers.
Mm-hmm. It's like a monstrous version of the clickers.
Yeah.
It's like a mix between the clickers and a Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
I find it interesting that we've seen now 3 movies with these creatures, and well, I can't speak for day one, but at least 2 movies in, I'm not bored of the creatures yet. I'm not mad that we haven't seen different versions of them because I think they do a really good job at not overexposing them.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not the
we haven't
case with day one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And AJ, to let you know, my boy, I am seeing day one tomorrow. I'm very excited.
Seeing it on Sunday.
Well, I hope you like it, man.
Stacy and I's anniversary. We're gonna go on an anniversary date to see Quiet Place day one.
Nice.
Perfect movie for an anniversary.
Hopefully it's good.
I'll just say fingers crossed on that.
It stinks.
Be like,
I love everyone complains about this movie. Oh, how do they have to be quiet? But they were quiet enough to make a baby. It's like, bro. I'm sure they found a way.
They did.
They obviously found a way.
They probably
what's
went.
the big deal?
Where the baby's room is at in the second act, they probably went in there and got busy in there.
God forbid, dude.
Put the mattress over the thing, and they got busy.
By the way, that scene in this movie, that sends shivers down my spine.
See,
what, the birth scene?
Yes.
Well,
like when she has to try to be quiet while giving birth.
That is crazy, and I really like the scene when the water's coming in, and the thing is in the water, and she's got to sneak around it. I love that
Yeah,
scene.
it's
Um,
intense. The scene with the timer too. Is that the same scene?
So many memorable
The one with
scenes
the
in
timer?
this, though.
Oh, okay. Mm. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt's married couple. I think
IRL.
this is the first thing that they were in together. Is it the only thing they were in together?
yeah, I want to see
Thanks.
them do something else together, to where they're acting off of one another. I actually I think it would be neat to have them do like a rom com or something, to where, or like a action movie to where they're like, oh, we don't like each other. Like we used to date, but now we're like separated and
Mm.
don't like each other.
Yeah.
I think that would be
Mhm.
nice.
That would be funny.
So this scene, watching this scene and seeing all the bonfires, this was the first time to where I was like, yo, I really want to see a spin-off with different characters showing
Mm.
different scenarios. Because I was always I was fantasizing with this franchise for so long. I was like, yo, it would be so neat to see like characters that they don't know sign language, they don't know the rules, they just have to survive. Like that was the main concept for a spinoff in my head, bro. You could only imagine when they announced that this movie was gonna be day one. I almost about did a flip. I was like, yo, they're gonna do it. Like, let's go. I was so happy.
Yes.
I think another idea for a spinoff is that, we're getting it with this movie because it's set in New York, but like doing one in like maybe another country, like do one in Vegas. I think that would be so much fun with the casinos and all that. That would be so
Be
cool.
Dude,
abandoned.
that would be creative. Like if they do it right.
Or
Now,
do
if they do something like that, would you want to see it in a day one type of version or kind of the future?
it doesn't matter to me. They
Mm,
can do one
yeah,
in
I don't know.
like
I kind of would want to see that in the future, just to see like how abandoned things would be. You know?
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
so.
see them
That
doing
might,
another like day one outbreak type movie. I don't see them doing that again.
yeah, I don't see
Um,
it.
I would want to see one to where they do it in like a cold winter environment. That would be neat. Especially like with all the snow, you'd be screwed.
Dude, the intensity would literally just like the intensity would go like way up here. Like seriously, like I don't know what to
We
say.
are getting a Quiet Place video game later this year,
Looks
and
fantastic.
I wonder what type of environments, like various environments, you would have to.
That trailer was so good for that game.
Yeah.
I love that it's in first person too. I think that that's pretty neat. It reminded me a lot of Biohazard because in Biohazard you got to sneak around the house a lot.
No,
um,
I actually played that.
playing Monopoly with cotton balls.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Some yarn.
That's clever.
Oh,
Mm.
stop that, bro.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, I forgot John Krasinski just did If.
Yep,
I think that's on digital now.
it
It
is.
is, yeah.
It's been on digital for like a week or two.
Yeah, check that out.
Really enjoyed that one.
I heard it was pretty good.
And ironically enough, I watched that film after I watched The Strangers Chapter 1.
Like in
And
the same day, like a double feature.
I did a double feature of The Strangers Chapter 1 and If. And If was
A
by
combination.
far the much better movie. Like, no question about it. Honestly, by that third act, like once they got tied up to the chairs, I almost walked out.
You could have.
I was about to. Like, I had to prevent myself from leaving.
You ever walked out of a theater?
I've been close to before. Like, I'm not lying about that. I've been close to walking out.
I was very close to walking out of New Mutants.
That's how I felt about Madam Web.
Oh, I had to see Madam Web in its full glory. Had to watch it all.
Yeah.
Get it all.
I almost walked out of Night Swim.
I've yet to see Night Swim. I don't know if I'm going to watch that.
I'm trying to think of another one I almost walked out of. When the twist was revealed in Imaginary, I actually got up from my seat and almost left.
Ow!
I actually did leave
That twist makes
a movie.
No sense.
I left a movie called Motherless Brooklyn, starring Edward Norton. And it wasn't that bad. It was just I wasn't feeling it. I was like,
right. I liked it, but
yeah, like it wasn't a bad movie. Like if somebody came to me and said, "Oh, I really like this movie," I would have been like, I mean, it's not bad, but I just wasn't. Yeah, it's not bad.
I think of other films. I cannot. Jeez. Trying to think of other ones. I almost walked out of Meg 2 The Trench halfway through. I actually almost walked out of that halfway through because nothing was happening.
Meg Chapter 2.
So. Oh, love this scene so much. This is a scene that's like literally made for them as a couple.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna ask you the same question, Tyler. Have you walked out of a movie yet?
No. The closest I got was the third My Hero Academia movie because the theater experience was so bad. I had to walk out of the theater and like fucking Bad Boys 2 that shit. Woosah, inhale and exhale. Because I was just getting so pissed off. But I did walk out of the movie. I ended up going back and just enduring it. But I'm never gonna walk out of a movie no matter how bad it is because it's like especially since all I do is go to the city now to the movies. I'm not gonna go all of that way to walk out of a movie.
Yeah,
well, plus another thing is once you spend your money, it's on the movie. You're like even if it's like really that bad, like halfway through, you're not gonna get your money back.
I mean, I don't pay. I have my pass, so like
I'm just
that's
saying if
not
you
really
did though. Like, I'm saying if you did pay for it is what I'm saying.
like yeah, because I do pay when me and Stacy go to the theaters. I do pay for her, so.
Because
I still was gonna walk out of New Mutants, bro. I didn't care. Didn't care.
Like, because funnily enough, when I was doing the double feature for Strangers and If, I bought both tickets right away, so that way I could have my seat ready for If. Like by the moment I got out of Strangers Chapter 1, I was like, I could just go home. Like I honestly could just go home.
It's such a sweet moment.
This 4K is fantastic, by the way.
Yes.
Really good 4K.
I actually have yet to watch this movie on 4K.
I got this fairly recently, actually. I think I got it last year at that time where physical media was just in a fucking sludge. I kept seeing it at Best Buy. It was like $15 with a slip. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll upgrade it because I have the second one on 4K.
Yeah.
But I put the 4K in my steelbook anyway. That's
I
crazy. We
had
go from 475 days to one. That's nuts.
yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Also, how this is just a year and change, basically, and the world looks like this. It's like it only took a year for it to get this bad.
Dude, that is just insane, dude. I don't know why.
Year is a long time in apocalypse years.
Yo,
Oh,
she predicted her due date to be like 4 weeks out.
oh God.
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
Just writes down the blood pressure, then goes down, due date, and you're just like, oh shit.
Bro, when you think about it, this woman has like the worst day humanly possible. She gives birth in the middle of the apocalypse. Her baby almost dies because of an alien, and her husband dies.
Yep. It's a pretty bad day. If I do say so myself.
And then the next day, her son gets caught in a bear trap.
I think bad is just an understatement.
Can't win. See, I'd be the jackass jumping from the spots. I want to be like, doof.
Taking huge enough risk.
Get him. Get him. Come
Now,
here.
do those did the aliens eat them or
I
just
don't know.
kill them? Like, I just feel like they just kill them. Like, they don't really.
I don't know.
Because
I think they just killed them.
Yeah, I've never seen them eating.
A Quiet Place Part 2, they just massacred everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No noise.
Just don't go down there.
Like,
all
what do
I
they
ask.
eat? I kind of would like to know more about them. Like,
Don't say that too loud. Paramount green light a fucking Paramount
or
Plus.
origin, or Quiet Place origin.
Silence.
Bloodlines.
Quiet Place
Bloodlines.
Silence.
Quiet Place bloodlines.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch.
Trying to.
Stop.
Come
Trying to help you.
He's just trying to be a good dad.
I actually think, and I've watched most of it, but I think I'm actually gonna finish watching The Office. Because I was thinking about that today. I was like, all right, I finished The Bear, caught up with Game of Thrones. I need to binge My Hero. I need to catch up on My Hero. Demon Slayer, I think, is ending already. So
In July, I think.
so
Like,
I'll just wait till that ends. Um I was like, what shows like do I really need to sit there and watch? Because Game of Thrones was like the big one. And I was like, I haven't finished watching The Office yet in its entirety. I think I watched most of it. So I think I'm gonna go and finish that.
it's The Office.
I still haven't finished Full House. I gotta finish
Oh,
watching it. I think I'm on season
you're rewatching that, right? You already watched all the episodes before.
not all the
Oh,
episodes. Most of
oh,
it is a rewatch, but every now and then I'll find an episode I haven't seen or I don't remember.
gotcha.
the last season was kind of mid, so
Mm.
that kind of put a damper on me. And I'm going through Pretty Little Liars again, which I'm actually having a lot of fun with. But I already know I'm gonna get to the point in that show where it goes, and I'm
How
ready
many
for
seasons are in that show? 6?
seven,
Oh, 7. Okay.
seven, and it gets to about the halfway point of season 5 to where that show becomes so fucking unbearable. The way people feel about Game of Thrones season 8, that finale, that's how I feel about the series finale to Pretty Little Liars.
Hmm.
The epitome of a kick in the nuts. And that show has multiple finales like that.
It's hard to end the show, man.
Apparently so.
They hardly can ever get it right.
Hopefully Cobra Kai isn't the same way.
You were watching You as well, right?
Yeah, I I had started the third season and I didn't really like the direction that they were going in. So I was just like, I'm good on this. Then I had seen that they like split the fourth season into two parts. I was like, what? What? It's like, what are
It's
they doing?
Netflix. You got that 90s show tomorrow too. Speaking of that,
I'm gonna watch the bear first, obviously. I think I'm gonna wake up. Well, I'm gonna watch a couple episodes tonight since it's dropping at 9:30.
that
But
Suicide Squad.
you know,
So,
so I'll watch a couple episodes tonight. I'll probably watch 3 or 4 episodes because the first couple are only like 30 minutes. Um, and then I'll wake up early tomorrow, either get close or finish watching it before I go see Quiet Place. I leave at 1:30, and then whatever I don't finish, I'll download it on my phone and finish it on the way to and from. I hope that that 90s show is as quick of a binge as the first season was.
first season was. I watched it basically in one sitting. I watched that while I was at work. It was one shift.
I got word from my job that ATM ran out of money.
Great.
What's going on with Target? Get it together.
Let me see if anybody tweeted. I wonder if people tweeted about it.
Have we seen this actress do anything else?
No.
No.
Yeah, I like this scene because can actually they're actually speaking. It's a bonding slash character moment. Is it just me, or does it seem like this? I mean, obviously he's older, but it seems like he's a lot older in the second one than he is in this movie.
Well, yeah, because there was a 2-year jump.
Yeah. Wait.
Well, they were filming. I don't know. It's probably the same case of Stranger Things and
Stranger
It,
Things.
to
Yeah.
where they had these growth spurts.
Right.
You got to remember too that he has his hat on pretty much the whole time in this movie.
True.
The next one, he doesn't really have it on like that.
Mhm. What's his name? Noah Jupe.
Yeah, I think he was in something.
He was in
He was
Ford v
remember he was in
Ferrari.
Wonder.
Yeah, he was in Ford v Ferrari. I remember.
Wait, who was he in Wonder?
He was
that.
Jack Will.
I'm trying to think of who that is.
Yo, they're making a sequel to Wonder.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
called,
the trailer
Whitbird.
for that.
It looks atrocious.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. I
It's
saw the
okay.
trailer for that. I was like, this looks so unnecessary.
Looked okay to me. It's not really a sequel. It's like kind of a spin-off type of thing of one of the characters that was in
The spinoff of the main bully.
the main bully. Well, the main bully like goes to another school and like he meets this woman that like basically gives her life story to him. And like it's basically about her. The movie is. So it's different enough. I don't
Well,
know.
I guess they did a Songbirds and Snakes thing because it says it's based off a book from the same author.
Got you. That makes sense.
Hey, shit, this is the second movie in a week that we watched where somebody impales themselves on a nail.
Oh God! Don't even remind me.
Yep.
I know the other one you're talking about. When that scene happened,
Shut
to be
up!
so quiet. I was like, you're gonna die. Like,
But she didn't. Spoiler alert.
I know.
Unfortunately,
Honestly, every scene though in the movie, I was like, and like every decision they make, I was like, you guys are so stupid. Like, I hope you guys die.
Decision that they make and decisions that they don't make.
Every decision they make, you just don't
So
care about the
not go
characters because
fast
they're so
enough.
goddamn stupid.
didn't shoot somebody when you had a gun pointed to their fucking head.
And they were doing all their dances
Fully
and
loaded.
doing all this, and I'm like, yo, are you an idiot?
And
Where is she?
and then the scares in the film are not effective at all.
They always say your first kill's the hardest. You're my second.
Well, you're my second.
No, you ain't.
Fuck that.
Go.
Come here. No, you ain't.
So bad. Luke, have you seen The Exorcism?
No, I'm waiting until Shudder because,
That's a Shudder movie?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is a Shudder movie.
I didn't know that.
Shudder was co-produced the film. But
Russell Crowe.
I was
Russell Crowe
maybe thinking about seeing it in the theater, but the earliest showtime was like 6 o'clock at night, and it was the same theater that I went to go see the Bike Riders. So I was like, no thanks.
Yeah.
I'll just see the Bike Riders.
People gave that movie like really low scores.
I don't know. I've actually seen it. I think it's actually kind of divisive.
Everybody that I follow,
I've heard more negative about The Exorcism.
Because I saw some like 3s but then I saw a lot of 4s and 4.5s, which was interesting.
4.5 is
I've
crazy.
seen a lot more negative for The Exorcism.
No, the bike riders, not the exorcism.
Oh,
my
I
God.
thought you were talking about the exorcism.
Mm-mm.
I don't
I
know
thought you were.
about
I
bike
still
No, I
believe
riders.
that's
haven't
still The
heard of.
Exorcism, not the bike riders.
I haven't heard a peep about the exorcism.
I mean, you heard a peep from me.
I still
You're
can't wait
literally the
for it in the theater.
AJ. You're literally the only person that Tyler's heard from about the movie. The only person.
Yeah.
Yo, he said that scored to the chat. I said, bro, what?
Mhm.
I honestly like once I saw that I was like, really? Like,
Mhm.
like I was actually shocked.
I saw that trailer. When did I see that trailer? I think when I saw either The Watchers or In a Violent Nature. I was like, that looks like something I would want to see.
I
And I
kind of
went to
like the
see it.
concept, but it's definitely something I could wait for.
Definitely. I could have waited.
If more movies had come out this weekend, maybe I would have did a double feature with something.
Mhm.
Definitely waiting until streaming for the bike riders.
I don't know if I'm watching that movie at all.
I did want to see it, but it wasn't something that I was gonna go out of. If I didn't have plans that Thursday, maybe I would have gone to like a 2 o'clock showing just for the heck of it. But I had plans that day.
Mhm.
Yo, this scene, bro.
Scene is insane.
I wish they didn't show us in the trailer.
I honestly don't think I saw a trailer for this movie.
I never did either.
And mind you, this was a time where I was watching a lot of trailers.
Mhm.
So I watched the teaser, I watched the Super Bowl trailer, I watched the final trailer. They just dropped the final trailer yesterday for day one.
Oh, really?
What is
Uh-huh.
with that trend of like dropping the final trailer the same week the movie's coming out?
It's like reminder, it's coming out. Don't forget, because
I
a
don't
lot of
think it's
people
a
probably
fucking
seen the
reminder.
trailer like a long time ago and was like, probably forgot it. Because people don't see movies as much as we do. I talked to my cousin the other day, and she said the last movie she saw in theaters was, what was it? Did she say? Oh, The Color Purple. She said that was the last movie she saw in the theater. I was like,
Hmm.
what? You didn't go to the theater
That's
at
the
all this
best
year?
one to be the last one to see. Like, I'll just say
Like,
that.
people really out here not going to the movies though.
I was going to see The Color Purple in theaters, but the time I was going to see it, apparently the projectors weren't working for a lot of the movies, so I was just like,
Ooh,
you know what, I don't care.
Oh boy.
that was me with when I went to go see Oppenheimer, 70 millimeter.
Babies are coming.
So, and honestly, at that point, I was just like, I'll just wait for streaming.
Speaking of Oppenheimer,
The babies are coming.
Emily Blunt,
Emily Blunt was in that movie.
Time to Shine.
Yes, sir.
Forgot all about that.
She was
Oh
cute.
yeah, I'm
Those
going
will be
to
incredible
do,
performances
I'm
from her.
going to do a Barbenheimer double feature in July when the
The
anniversary
anniversary.
Jesus Christ.
because I need to rewatch both movies, and I was just like, you know what, the anniversary is coming up. I might as well do that.
Which
I
one you doing
honestly
first?
kind of thought about doing it, but at the same time, I was like,
Oh,
Oh,
oh no.
bro. It's how quick she did it too, bro. It wasn't
Mhm.
even slow.
Oh no.
Oh,
Mhm. I wouldn't be able to walk for at least a week.
No way, dude. Ugh.
It's happening. Ooh.
let's go.
Oh god.
July 21st.
That's around Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes, it's a Sunday too, so I can do it.
Which one you watching first?
Barbie.
Bro, by the time you get to the third act of Oppenheimer, you're gonna be knocked out.
Yep. That's why I'm doing it
You said that's the plan.
Wait, no.
That's why I'm doing Barbie
That was
first.
good, man. That was good. Oh,
Mm,
She got small feet.
like most women do.
The score to this movie is so good.
It's very good.
dude, literally my hands are shaking right now. I'm not even kidding you.
I don't know if that's exactly normal. Are you okay with it? Wonder what the budget for this movie was. Because the CGI in this movie and the second one is flawless.
I feel like with this movie, the creatures aren't shown that much up close.
But I said the second one too because they're shown more in that movie.
The second one, it had a bigger budget. I know it did.
Ooh, that's so creepy.
That's gross.
Yeah.
But I love the way he visualized that. That's so
Mhm.
cool.
Dude, that's just amazing.
Ow!
On the
What's
go.
that?
Go, 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 go. $17 million was the first Quiet Place.
Wow. Damn, I put this in the same boat as Godzilla -1 then. Because most of the budget had to have gone to the CGI.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the second one, 55 billion.
Wow.
Dude, that's
Three
crazy.
times as much as the first
Bro, that's
Well, this is
crazy, dude.
I think both movies made a lot of money.
one.
Even
Yeah.
by COVID standards, I think part two made a lot of money. I know F9 was one of the bigger movies that came out during COVID, but I think A Quiet Place Part Two made some money.
Quiet Place Part 2 made 300 million.
Wow. And
Um,
mind you, that's when that was like what, a month after theaters had opened.
Hmm.
Wow. I think F9 had made just over that.
That's
It did a
crazy.
great-
That Quiet Place Part 2. I had my tickets to go see it, and that was the day that everything shut down.
Me too. I had them.
Yep.
I had tickets for like 8 movies. I had my tickets for Mulan. Also, ended up canceling those. I still remember the day that they announced that all the movies got delayed. I was like, "Yo, what is happening?"
Now it's just a kind of a regular
I thought the same
occurrence.
thing.
It's like, oh,
Because the
such is getting delayed. Oh,
yeah,
like I
because
feel like before that, like stuff wasn't getting delayed like that.
no, it wasn't. No Time to
Now,
Die was the first movie that got delayed, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, it got delayed, whatever. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier has shut down filming." I was like, "Yo, what?" And then all that
mhm.
stuff got announced.
Oh.
Mm. Go 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 go! Hustle up.
The tension.
I wonder if they're gonna show in day one how Demon Hansu ends up where he ends up in part two.
I don't know.
Which I kind of hate that. I'm glad that they brought his character back to give him, more shine.
Yes.
But we all know he's not gonna die. So
I
any
mean,
scene,
yeah, we
any
don't we know that, but like we don't know how he's gonna interact with our characters though, and what impact he's
I
gonna have
mean, I'm sure
with our
he's gonna be
characters.
great. He's a great actor, but I
I'm talking
kind of
about the
hate.
character. I'm talking about as
Yeah,
far as the character. Like,
I just I hate when they do that sometimes when they're like, we're gonna take this person and we're gonna put them in a prequel and put them in like these situations. It's like, oh, kind of sucks the
I,
tension.
like, part of me agrees with you. Yes, because it's easy to like get hung up on like, oh, we know how their
It has
fate
to
is
be
gonna
really
be.
good, like
Yeah,
song
exactly,
relationships. It has to be really good for me
exactly.
to be in that much invested in it.
Mhm. Because like I feel like dying isn't like the biggest thing. Like it's how you impact the story, how the character impacts the story. Like as far as Andor is concerned, we know that he's not going to die in that show. But like, is the show still well written? Some would say yes.
Yeah.
You know, I think it just depends on how everything turns out. Like especially with Dima Hansu's character. Like I'm excited to see him back. Like in this
I am too.
prequel type of thing. Just because we didn't really get much from his character like at all, and we
And he
can
died like an idiot.
yeah like yeah, but also like it would be interesting to see how he got to where he was.
Hmm.
You know?
He's probably gonna get on a boat.
Hmm.
Doof.
We're back.
Oh, look at the baby. That sounded so creepy the way it came out of my voice, but it sounded like something out of fucking Lord of the Rings. Look at a baby.
A little baby crying
Oh,
ADR
fuck, the
for you.
kid is crying. Shut up. Shut up.
Little baby crying ADR for you.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
Shut up.
Oi. Bro, they really put the kid in a box. You can't make that up.
Put him in a box, man.
My little brother watched Deadpool 2. I don't know how, but he watched Deadpool 2. He said, why did they kill Vanessa in the beginning? Said, but he found it funny when Wade had the time machine in the post credit scene.
It's when the TVA is getting involved.
I love the fact that that post credit scene actually matters
Mhm.
because the way it is in the movie is like, oh yeah, it's a joke. Like he went around
Mhm.
and did all this stuff. It's like, no, that actually matters.
Mhm.
Like you brought back all these people from the dead. Like you can't do that.
Yep. It's a time police.
The concept of the TVA getting involved, I thought was really stupid at first, but seeing it, like how it's gonna play out so far, I think it's actually kind of cool.
Mhm.
I remember seeing this. I was like, yo,
Gotcha.
ah,
Stop it! Stop it! Stop
my ears.
it!
What the hell was that? Damn. So I wonder how, cause she's deaf. I wonder how she hears that.
No,
Unless she's mute. I don't know if she's mute or deaf.
I think she's deaf. Pretty sure. Because she wasn't reacting to some of the sounds that were happening.
Oh yeah, she didn't react to the rocket in the beginning.
She didn't react to the rocket, and then she didn't react to the fireworks until she saw them.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing she's deaf, but like that hearing aid like triggered something.
I remember watching this movie. When he gets to this scene and they finally start talking, it felt so odd. Because they
Mhm.
haven't talked the whole
Like,
movie.
yo, this is wrong.
And shut up.
Got about 30 minutes left in this movie. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, we'll be done with this stream around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
I mean, I don't know. Depends on how the Blu-ray update goes, you know.
I got nothing.
Oh, you don't have anything?
No, I'm fucking broke. Oh yeah, let me see if they updated that on Walmart. Yo, it's still saying pre-order.
For
The 5 movie
um,
collection. It's still saying that it comes out next year. Oh, Walmart, what the fuck are y'all doing? Oh yeah, they announced Prime Day is July 16th.
16th, 17th. Yeah, I saw that. Probably. Yep.
If we can't protect them. A live action Street Fighter movie will release on March 20th, 2026 in theaters.
Hopefully, a good Street Fighter this time.
Hey, shut your mouth. Van Damme Street Fighter is peak.
I can't speak on that. I haven't seen it. Bro, it don't look like you're getting this thing until April 1st, 2025, bro.
But also, honestly, like to be fair though, with the original Street Fighter with Van Damme, like it's fun, but it is a bad movie.
It's not Street Fighter at all.
Like
It's
I've
the
even
same way
actually
I feel
played some of
about
Street Fighter, and I was like, "How is this Street Fighter? Like, what's Street Fighter about this?"
It's not Street Fighter at all. It's the same way Doom is not Doom at all. But
except for like one aspect of the film, which is the first person scene. Like that's the only
they
thing
have
that's
the
actually new.
BFG in there. It doesn't work the same way, but they have the BFG in there. And there's some other Easter eggs if you played the game.
Golly, I had that in my basement the past few days. Blood in the basement.
Mm. It in the dark like that kind of reminds me of the creatures from the Watchers.
Mhm.
Yo, the silhouettes of those creatures were
Mhm.
when they all stood up, bro. It's like, yo,
That was creepy.
woo.
Hey. Go right through the trapdoor.
Yo, this scene is so intense, bro. Like trying to get out of there. You can't. There's nothing to grab onto. Oh, just willingly go up and go down. Now she's sinking.
Oh no.
Bro, how is she sinking so fast?
Bloop, 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 bloop.
He didn't think that fast.
Not at all.
Oh god.
My ears.
Ow.
Matt James just going back to his friends. Yo, she almost blew my eardrums out.
I might not want to mess with her. Y'all better savor this hug, because
Because she is currently in danger.
the score.
Oh my god, the score!
Oh,
Oh,
let me at him. Let me at him. Where they at? Let me at him.
let me at him!
I'm blind. Damn it! I can't see. Where they at?
Yo, with the music. It's like we know what's about to happen, bro.
I did not think they were gonna kill him off. I did not think that was gonna happen. When this was about to happen, I was like, "Yo, they really gonna kill him off?"
Don't do it.
Oh man.
You might want to be careful with that shotgun, bro.
Yeah.
No. I thought it would happen, but Emily Blunt as Tomb Raider, I think would be so fire.
Oh yeah.
The name that's going around right now is Melissa Barrera.
I wouldn't mind it.
Melissa Barrera is not British, but I would like to
I
hear
don't give a
her.
shit what she is.
I like to hear her British accent.
Nah,
No.
I couldn't accept her not having a British accent for her to be Lara Croft. I'll let that one slide.
Should Lara Croft be a American
Yep, I don't care.
just because you love Melissa Barrera?
Exactly why.
Oh wow.
I will let that slide. Lara Croft is
I'm
my
with, it.
favorite
I'm with
video
this dude
game.
over here.
Lara Croft is my favorite video game character of all time. I'll let it slide.
Wow. Shows your love for Melissa Barrera.
I'm just pissed that they axed the sequel they were gonna do to the 2018 one. Pisses me off.
I still haven't seen that one.
I want to see the sequel to the 2003 one.
Have you seen the first one?
Yeah, I've seen the first one. I like that movie.
Yeah.
It's
Me
a
too.
fun-
Me? I've seen them.
Both of them.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
want
both. They're
the 4K for the first one.
kind of guilty pleasures in my book for the
How
Angelina
those-
Jolie Tomb Raiders.
Wonder how those 4Ks are.
I guess I never noticed that the power goes out when they show up in the house, or it starts flickering anyway.
Mm-mm.
I never noticed that.
Shaking. Protecting her kids, bro.
That's the mama bear. That thing took out the papa bear. It's over now. Not that I would want it to happen, because what makes these movies special is the horror. But I wonder what an aliens type vibe for this franchise would look like. To where you had like a bunch of people going around lighting these things up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would take out the tension of you have to be quiet, but I I think you could make that work still.
I think there could definitely be sequences of that.
Head, bro. Oh, the way his
Oh
head
my
is
god!
so cool. Ugh,
Ugh.
it looks so good in 4K.
Oh, the tentacles, the claws, bro. The talons.
She's like, "What are you doing to that thing? Whatever it is, keep doing it."
Right.
Keep going.
I don't care that it's giving you a headache.
My ears.
Mm.
Ah.
Dude.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's go.
Rip Bozo.
He's definitely done.
We know how to kill him now. Let him come.
Oh shit.
Fucking go! That's that shit,
Fucking
man. Let's
rules.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So that was A Quiet Place.
Yes, sir.
How we feeling, boys? Scores changed.
Oh, that's a 5 out of 5, bro. I love
I had
it.
it at a 4. I think I want to move this one up to 5 stars as well, dude.
What did you have it at?
4.5.
I had this movie at a 4.5. The fuck?
I'm giving this 5 stars, dude. No question.
All right.
Oh, I gave this movie a 4.5 because I thought that the ending was rushed, but I said that before I had seen part 2.
Yeah.
All right. Get my second one set up.
Yeah.
Just popped it in.
Put in the disc the wrong way because I'm used to putting it into my PS5, not my PS4. And I put the wrong disc
God
in.
damn you.
Put in the 4K.
What the hell you doing? What in the hell are you doing? I'm kidding, AJ. But really quick, since I just got this in, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'm gonna go get something to snack on
All right, bro.
because I'm freaking hungry. So, all right, I'll be right back.
All right. I hope everybody is ready. So, in case you somehow watching, ooh, you gotta fix your mic, bro.
Is it my mic or whose mic is that?
What? Wait.
It was
It
like
was
an
like,
echo.
yeah, it was like an
Oh
echo,
no,
and
it's
I don't
good
know if
now.
it's like a fan blowing or something. I don't know.
It's good
It's
now.
definitely a fan
Um,
because it's freaking scorching up here.
so if you somehow watched through the first movie and forgot the rules of the watch along, you grab your physical copy of A Quiet Place Part 2. I have the beautiful 4K steelbook. Absolutely love this steelbook.
It's all right.
You
I love it.
made your matching, so
And you sync your timestamp 200 and wait for us to count you in. And if you do not have this movie physically, it once again should be streaming on Paramount Plus. Is everybody ready and synced up?
yep, yes, sir.
All right. Let's get this going in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, that steelbook, it's actually better than the slip. I don't like the slip cover like at all, but
Uh-uh.
um,
I don't like
I don't
this.
know. I don't really like any of the releases for this movie as far as the physical. I didn't really love the posters either. Like that teaser poster, I didn't really love.
No, I love that poster. I changed
Uh,
it to my letterbox. I love it.
I'm good. Um, the best one is what we have as our background for me.
I agree.
I like that poster a lot. Yo, this opening. I saw this movie in IMAX. Yo, this opening was incredible in IMAX.
I
So,
do love this opening, but I kind of wish we kind of left off right where we or started off right where we left off in the first one
mhm.
and then got this.
So I did see this movie in theaters. I think this wasn't the big movie that I saw to break my COVID cherry, if you will, because I saw Nobody. I think that was the first movie I saw.
You didn't see
Uh,
Tenet?
yeah, I saw Tenet, but I mean like when they first opened up the theaters like fully. I
Oh,
saw Nobody, and I saw Godzilla versus Kong, Mortal Kombat.
mhm.
Um, so I had just gotten my COVID vaccine the day before this movie, the day before I saw this movie. I felt absolutely horrible when I went to go see this movie. And I kind of underestimated how bad I felt because I was like, yeah, I can go. I'm still going to go. I feel good.
Real quick, is this the same place that they were at in the beginning of the first movie?
Yeah.
I never put that together. Wow. Okay.
So I'm sitting there, and this movie, it felt like 3 hours long because my body was so sore and I just felt like crap. And I was kind of waiting for the movie to be over because I was just like, I feel terrible. But even with that, I really, really liked this movie. And then I rewatched it again that same year. And I was like, yo, I love this movie so much. Um, but yeah, no, it's don't watch movies sick in the theater. It's a really bad experience 9 out of 10 times. I saw Kingdom for the Planet of the Apes sick, and I felt like crap the whole time. I'm not as sick. I might sound like it, but I'm not as sick as when I first saw this movie. I don't. My body isn't aching. I don't feel like crap.
Yeah. First time I saw this movie, it was in theater. So I didn't see the first one in theater, but I saw this one in theater. And it was date night, and me and Stacy, we both really liked the first one, so we were like, "Oh yeah, let's go see the second one, of course." Um, and we went to a new theater, and I think we liked it. We enjoyed it for the most part, um, but like we weren't feeling the same way that we felt with the first one. I can say that for both of us. And then I rewatched the movie back like when it came out on physical, and my score actually went down some more. Like I actually don't really love this movie. I don't know. It's just some things about it that I just don't love. But um, like the first one is still peak to me.
Cillian Murphy, bro. We got Cillian Murphy
Million
in
dude,
a
let's go.
Quiet Place.
The GOAT.
This was one of the first movies that he had started, and that started his kind of comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's one of the best underrated actors ever.
He was in Peaky Blinders. That's
Yeah.
had been running for a while. This scene, believe it or not, is one of my favorite scenes of this movie.
It's the best scene in the movie. I'm not even gonna hide
Right.
that. It's the best scene in the movie.
Oh yeah.
This scene that it takes place on day one. I watched the scene. I was like, I need them to do that movie.
Hmm. Here we are. Well, time to go.
Come on, Tykes, let's go.
Cutting the game short today. But who won?
Again, hearing them talk fluently is so weird.
Mhm. Not even in a whisper.
Oof. There's a really good jump scare in this scene. I think it's coming up. Ow! No, it's not that.
That's a false one.
I think it's when he gets out the car. It's after he finishes talking to the cop and the thing jumps out.
Oof.
Oh!
So what's going on?
Shut up, and let me drive. Oh yeah, this is a one take. I forgot about this.
Oh god.
That's that. That's that.
Oh yeah, the things start coming out of the bus.
This was in the trailer. This
Yeah.
scene.
Whoa.
See it coming out.
Oh my god.
Why? Why? Whatever. I guess she knew that it was them.
So yeah, he saw mom.
Yo, that dude got
man.
smoked.
This sequence, bro. Who cares what's coming to him? Shut up.
Yo, I really like that slipcover from Purple Rain.
It's nice.
Might need to get that 4K.
I don't think I'll be buying that. Like the slipcover is dope, but that movie is really bad to me.
What?
Purple Rain is very bad. It's not good.
I disagree. I mean, years ago, like I got on a huge kick of Prince, and I watched his 4 movies.
Prince is amazing. As a musical
movie.
artist, he's a genius.
The movie, it's not.
The movie is trash.
Oh my
Smack.
god! Oh no!
Oh,
Oh my god!
getting tossed around.
Yo, they were Olympic sprinting out of there. Parkour.
Yes. They're playing no games.
Parkour. Oh, this cop is so done. Shoot it in the head. Shoot it in the head.
No, that's not gonna work. Ain't gonna work if you shoot in the head. It's the whole body is armored, bro. It's only when it opens up its face when you can shoot it.
Love that.
Yes, the matching title cards. I really hope Day One has a title card like this.
Mm-hmm. But I hope this movie is at least a 4. Like, I just want it to be really good.
Me too.
Especially since I've been asking for this movie since the first movie came out.
Yeah.
If not, well, I have the video game to look forward to.
Let's hope that's good. Bro, this man hit a gross part like none other. He came out a new man.
The girl too, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like it's more noticeable on him because he was so young in the first one. She was older.
Her hair is different.
Her is different too. Yeah. Like, bro, this is not from the same scene, bro. It's okay though.
Listen, at least they didn't CGI de-age them. Fucking Finn Wolfhard with Google eyes, bro.
Damn.
At that point, they could have just not had those scenes in the movie at all.
No, but you got to.
No, you
The
don't.
movie's gotta be 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's the concluding chapter. You have to.
No,
In
those
chapter
scenes weren't even that significant either. They weren't
chapter
like
fucking sucks. Fuck
they
that
didn't have
movie.
nothing to do with the story really.
No, it's okay, because then we can put Bill Skarsgård's head on a spider
Oh yeah, that was
and
fun.
then have him get bullied and then explode. You know,
Mm-hmm.
power of bullying. Am I right? Nerd Talk does not condone the violence or bullying of any kind.
Yes.
She said, "We taking this speaker on the go. Let's go."
Smart girl.
Portable.
You gotta have the tunes.
Mm-hmm.
What's she going here for? The box?
I forget what she's getting. This movie I don't remember as well because I don't watch it as often. Oh, she got the oxygen tank.
Yep.
This is only my third time watching it.
I think this is my third
This is
time
my
watching
fourth.
it too.
Fourth.
Honey, it's too early for a bonfire.
You don't say, huh?
Oh, shit, never mind. This was the first teaser for this movie. I think they played this in front of Black Christmas.
Possible.
It was only like 30 seconds.
I remember that.
Here we go. Imagine the first step you take, the twig breaks. Oh,
Oh God.
you're dead.
Don't remind me.
It's a very nice shot. The greenery.
This 4K is fantastic. It looks better than the first one.
box is huge.
I mean, it is carrying a human being in it. I'd hope it is.
It's a newborn.
Still, bro. You don't know how long they were gonna need to keep that thing in there. You know how
Right.
big babies get? A 2-year-old ain't the same size as a newborn.
Facts.
Mm. Run.
Run.
Oh shoot. Oh, this kid, bro. This kid gets it so bad.
Yeah, he runs up. Mm!
Mm.
Bro, he didn't even realize what happened to him, bro.
Are you telling me to shush right now? You shushing me,
You got to, bro.
bro.
You
You see
got
what
to.
just happened to me?
She know. I mean, she knows, obviously. No, bro, do not take your head off this dude's mouth, bro. Hell no. No, no, no. I was just in the box. Wait, no. Please, I'll be quiet. Shut up. Shut up. Well, if they weren't dead before, they're dead now. My thing is, what's a bear trap gonna do to those things? I feel like it wouldn't do much.
I know it might stop him for a minute.
Because their legs are like paper thin. Ow.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
I love how these things just have no chill, bro. They're wrecking
They,
machines.
they really don't.
We.
It's agonizing pain right now.
It's not my name.
That's not me. You still can't help us.
Wow, that slip is fucking atrocious. Look at that. That's horrible.
That's for
That's,
Blu-ray?
that's the 4K, bro.
Ew.
Wow, that's terrible. I like this a lot more. That's the Blu-ray.
Much better.
I wouldn't say it's a lot better, but it's
It's
better
better.
than the 4K.
Can you say a little better?
Yes, yeah. I've seen that poster. I don't really like the posters for that movie that much.
Well, it looks like if I do get it, I am getting the steelbook because I love that steelbook.
Yeah, I'd get that too. Wait, Tyler, you own the first Strangers, right?
No,
Oh, you don't? Really? Okay.
I do.
every time I see it in the wild, it's too expensive.
I bought the original Strangers and then got gifted Strangers Pray at Night. Excuse me.
I haven't been able to find Prey at Night yet.
Somebody sent me that with a slip.
You lucky bastard.
Mm-hmm. I think the slip is kind of nice too. I like it.
I do like that movie has some good posters.
I don't know when I'm ever gonna watch that movie again, but
I'm so glad we didn't end up watching that movie when I was over there. Because I had said, yeah, let's watch Friday night when I go to Indiana.
like you were here for like 3 days. I feel like we still didn't have enough time.
Time goes by. You have fun.
Facts. I was thinking when you were talking about the first movie that you watched with Kevin in the theater, because it like had a special place in your heart. So you got Mean Girls remake as with a special place in your heart,
I guess.
because that was the first movie we saw together.
I can't even say Beekeeper because you were gone for half of it.
Bro, it was not half of it. It was not half of it. It was maybe like a good 15 minutes though.
Bro, Doom is our movie, bro. That's definitely our movie, bro. We watched that movie like 3
Doom?
times. Yes, Doom. We watched that movie 3 times together, I feel like. And once was in your own house.
Oh,
And
we
I
did
guarantee,
watch Doom when you were here.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
and I guarantee you in Vegas, if we're bored, we watching
Bro.
that movie, bro.
Bro. I'm watching no Doom, bro. You're not about to get me to watch Doom again.
Certify, motherfucker.
So,
Fucking hell.
so much fun. Bro, that's coming up.
Yeah. I was having a man for himself in here, bro. I guess I don't remember that line in the movie.
Which one?
Because he says you don't remember what the people that survived became. I guess I missed that line. Because I always thought the cannibal stuff in this movie was a little weird. But hearing that line, it's like, oh no, like that makes sense.
I mean, cannibalism in a post-apocalyptic world kind of makes sense.
But it does. But I just feel like in this movie, it came out of nowhere because it was only focused on aliens, and then they're like, "Oh no, there's cannibals now." It's like, well, okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, where are you getting your food? You got fresh chickens? Like, nah.
Yep. There's no way.
It's like, which one you want, dark meat or white meat?
God fucking.
They ran into the Abbott family, they'd be screwed.
Yeah.
White meat is the only meat on the menu. Sir, you have been living in a cave for how long? How would you know?
Oh, he knows. I'll be right back.
Oh man.
Luke, you saw this in theaters?
Yeah, but I think I saw it like 3 weeks after it was released.
Mm.
Because it came out the weekend I graduated high school, and
Oh, nice.
then so I didn't have time to see it then, because then the week after I went and saw Cruella, and then 2 weeks later I found a theater that was playing this, so I was able to get a friend to go with me to go see this.
This scene is very good. I like this scene a lot.
Yes.
Dang.
Yep.
Hunter, you've seen A Quiet Place Day One twice? What you could do? Go to 2 press screenings?
He actually works at a movie theater,
Oh,
so so
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Hunter. I'm going to the fan event tomorrow at 3 o'clock. IMAX.
I'm going to see it at 7:15 p.m. tomorrow night.
I don't normally do the fan events, but I did it because one, it was IMAX, and two, it was at 3 o'clock. So anytime I'm going to see it, anytime I'm going to see a movie by myself, I'm gonna try and see it as early as possible. Hunter, no, I'm probably not gonna see that because I'm not really big on westerns, and I saw the trailer for it, and it didn't really do much for me.
I will be seeing Horizon. I'm actually pumped for that movie.
I'm
And
seeing
I'm
it.
I'm intrigued because of how much Kevin Costner is putting into it.
that and it's getting a part one and part two in the same year, so
Mhm.
I'm excited about that.
Well, we're getting a part one, two. Well, we were supposed to get part one, two, and three of The Strangers. Look up
And
that.
that's intriguing to me, but the first movie just
It
wasn't
was
good.
intriguing.
I mean, I still am looking forward to part two. Do I think it's gonna be good? I don't know, but
If part two is bad, I'm gonna just give up. Like, if
So,
part two is as bad or worse, I'm gonna just be like, yo, you had no faith in you idiots. Yo, ooh, it's a thunderstorm.
out of your area, there's a thunderstorm.
Yeah, you about to hear it.
Wow.
Ooh,
It's I'm doing a double tomorrow night. I'm seeing Horizon at 3 o'clock, and then I'm going to the 7:15 showing of A Quiet Place Day One. So I am excited to see Horizon.
I'm gonna see Horizon next week sometime when I'm off work. Movie is 3 hours long.
I know, but that was why I said if I was going to do the double, like I was wanting to do the double feature, if I was going to do it, I would need to go to at least like I would at least need to find a showing that's at least at like 3 o'clock, so that way I can sit through that and then take like an hour break and then watch A Quiet Place Day 1, which is amongst my plans.
I kind of like the parallel that, and people might not make the parallel, but it's fine that she's trying to find other survivors to try and help them after her dad died, and he was trying to help him, or he was trying to help her. I think that's a nice little parallel, and I like that she doesn't really give up on it the whole time.
Yeah.
So I guess both of these movies take place close to or near New York. Because this is supposed to be around Long Island. They showed it on the map.
Interesting.
Oh! Hello there. Ah! Ah! Mm.
Nice shot. Didn't quite work. Shit.
I really like this part of the movie when it's focusing on them, like their chemistry a lot.
Yeah. You can't hear.
See, it was fucking fantastic.
It was great.
You think we're ever gonna get a part 3 that concludes the story?
I have no idea. Hopefully.
Because this movie does end on a cliffhanger.
It's a very abrupt ending, and the first movie has a very abrupt ending as well. But this is like next level for them not to bring it back. I think they will, but if they don't, it'd be an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like John Krasinski, which I don't have a problem with. He wanted to do something else that wasn't A Quiet Place. Like, he didn't just want to be stuck doing these, you know. So he went on and did If. I don't know if he's gonna make his next movie Quiet Place 3. And I feel like if they do, they have to do a time jump because there's no way these kids are gonna look the same. I love this scene so much.
Uh,
See, I love that scene so much because basically throughout the whole movie, she's like she thinks she's like invincible with that speaker joint, and then she wakes up and it's gone, and immediately she's like, "Oh no, like I'm screwed." Like she realizes that she has no, I guess, armor, if you will, against them, and
right.
she realizes that like in an instant she could die. I love that actually.
My man was acting like the rent was due, bro. So good.
Both the kids are fantastic.
Yes.
Winnie the
He's a
Pooh.
highlight for me.
Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 is now on Amazon Video.
Oh, okay. Why? Why is it? Is it just on Amazon or is it like dropping on Vudu?
I don't
Just
know.
Amazon.
I saw a tweet that said it.
So bizarre.
It's gonna take them a little while to kind of get it through other streaming services.
That movie just might be a day one for me. I forgot that she goes out.
Mm-hmm. I definitely remember that.
Oh yeah, she goes to. Mm-hmm. The one thing I didn't love, I'm sure AJ has the same issue. The one thing that I didn't love about this movie was that the characters are split up pretty much the whole movie.
They give everybody their little side missions.
And she ends up having the least interesting one.
Yep. They give her busy work.
How was this dude walking around? Half this kid's lifespan so far has been staring at wood.
Would
Here comes the scene with the cannibals. How you feel about this, AJ?
I actually like the scene. I feel like it at this point in the movie, it needed a little bit more intrigue in something different that just wasn't just the creatures. So
Yeah.
I did like it. Do I feel like it was a little abrupt? Yes, I
I
do.
remember watching it
I do
the
find it
first time,
abrupt.
and when this happened, I was like, "What the hell? Like, where did this come from?"
They definitely could have led into this scene a little bit better, but I understand why it had to happen. And overall, I like that it happened, but the execution could have been a little better.
Yeah, it's kind of like the thing of The Last of Us, to where you have the clickers, but then you also have, the humans being
I think in
well.
an apocalyptic type story, period, you have to have that element, especially if you have like creature zombies, aliens, whatever. You got to have that, but you also have to show how humanity has progressed since then or digressed.
Definitely digress in this movie.
Mhm. Yeah, like with The Walking Dead, you do see cannibals, but you also see, you know, people, a set of people that are like building from, tragedy. So it's
Luke,
kind of
did you
like
finish The Walking Dead?
I have.
that.
Do you
Yeah.
like how it ended?
It's just set up.
That's all it is.
That's
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 all
the that's
that
the that's
finale
the
is.
ending. That's all. That's the last season. Is just all set up for the spinoffs.
I don't know if I would agree with the last season. I would say the last episode, yes. The last season has a lot of its own identity, but the last episode,
I actually kind of meant to say that it was the final episode was just all set up to the spinoffs. I was just like,
it was like
I
that's
it
not
was
how you that's not an act. That's not a series finale.
no, not really. But like I feel like they kind of had no choice with the way they wanted to expand on the universe. Like I don't know how else you would do it.
heard that Rick and Michonne episode was really good. The show
The
was
show,
really
it was good. It was very solid.
No.
It was very solid. I actually
You gotta watch the
picked up.
Daryl show. I heard that was really good
I do
too.
have to watch that, but I picked up on the Dead City show because I watched
I
the first
have Dead City
episode.
as well.
Yeah, I picked up
I still have
the
to watch that
Blu-ray,
too.
but I watched the first episode a while back ago, like right when I finished Walking Dead, and I stopped. And yesterday I watched the second episode of Dead City. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know if I
I
love
just
the way it's going, but
I've never liked the idea of having a show about Negan and Maggie. Like it seems so stupid to me. And it's something that's been done so many times before. It's like, oh, let's take the two people that hate each other the most and put them together.
mhm.
It's like
Like we've
no,
seen that before.
it's like nobody on this earth would trust Negan, no matter how you know good his intentions are. Like Negan is just an evil person.
Mm, I don't know about that. I'd say finish The Walking Dead before you say that.
Well, I know he's not all evil because obviously the season 9 stuff
Hmm.
and 10. I watched all 10 of those seasons, and then watched 2 episodes of season 11. And I said, I'm gonna wait till it finishes. Never did.
Season 11, I really dug. Like it's not like a perfect season, and there's
Wait, Season 11 is the last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I
it has
actually,
freaking 24 episodes, and I'm like, Jesus Christ,
I
dude,
actually
there's too many.
really liked that season.
That's too many.
I mean, it's not too many if you know how to do it, right?
But quite a few of the episodes to me were filler.
The Walking Dead always has filler. It's the issue with that show is that it doesn't know how to do filler properly. Something
Honestly, the only season that I felt like actually did it properly was season 5, which is actually my favorite season of the show.
Come here.
Crazy they use a little kid too.
Something crazy will be happening in The Walking Dead, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it'll be like at the peak of what's happening," and then, "Oh, here's a flashback episode from like 5 years ago." Like, no, I'm not doing that. I remember they did that with when what's his name came back in season 6 or 7. Can't remember his name.
You talking
It's
about Glenn?
no, not Glenn. It's
Who
the
you
dude
talking
that's in Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, Morgan.
about? Rick?
Morgan.
Morning.
When Morgan comes back, it's like this big moment. It's like, yo, let's go. And then they want to give me a flashback episode with him doing all this shit. I skipped it immediately. I'm like, yo, I'm not watching this, bro.
You gotta watch the Morgan filler.
Then there was an episode in like season 8, 9 where it was about Carol and Daryl. I skipped it immediately. I didn't even watch like a single frame of that episode because I was like, yo, I'm not, no, not doing this.
So in season 10, there was a whole thing where they had the episodes and then like they had the COVID episodes
Yeah,
where like they just gave us like a little taste of something,
the
before the
only
next
one that was
season.
good was Negan.
And I wasn't really feeling them. I wasn't really
Oh,
feeling any of them. Oh yeah, he locked himself in there. I wasn't really feeling any of them until like I watched the after show or whatever where the actual like director of the episode sat down and talked to you about like the characters and what happened during that episode. That actually made me appreciate the episodes even more.
yeah. I think that was where the Carol and Daryl episode was.
Mm-hmm. It was,
I didn't
and I
even
was
watch
like,
it.
this episode is kind of trash. And then I watched the like director's explanation like of the episode, and I was like, okay, I see where they're coming from with that.
It still sucks, but cool.
No, I didn't say that. Like, I see where they're coming from with that. It doesn't suck as bad as I may have previously thought.
This stupid baby is all your fault.
Oh, man.
Kablooey.
Yes, sir.
Come here.
Oh God.
Yo, what he does to this dude is crazy.
Nice.
Yo, dang.
Oh man.
Ah, ah, I can't swim. Is there only two of them out there? I think there's only two of them.
They still have not met Demon Hansu's character yet.
Oh, we're getting there.
How much longer we got on this movie?
We have 30 minutes. I mean, he's only in the movie for like 5 minutes.
Fair enough.
No, because they meet him. He has like the whole conversation with him, and then they have to get away. It's like 15 minutes. We gotta feel so bad for these people. They were over here away from everything.
Oh no.
Peace and quiet.
Yep. They're minding their own business.
But I guess that is a weakness though. They can't swim.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's interesting.
They got the swimming and the high pitched sounds.
It's kind of surreal. It's like, bro, did I just enter a time machine? Like, what year am I in? Yes.
There he is.
Damon Hansu has 4 minutes and 49 seconds of screen time in this movie.
How ironic.
Spoiling day one.
Oh man.
Man, somebody's dog going crazy. There your dog, Luke?
Yeah, that's my dog.
Woof.
He's literally downstairs. I'm surprised you guys can actually hear him. There's literally nobody out there, so I don't know what the hell he's barking about. I'm gonna go shut him up.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't say that.
What I technically mean by that is I want to see what he's barking about.
Right. Look at that.
Oh,
So,
can't say that.
Go shut him up.
all right, but for real though, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go see what he's barking about though.
All right.
Oh shoot! I'm going straight to hell. Oh wow! That just made my night. Oh man. I find it a little weird. I don't know if they touch on this in the movie, but I do find it a little weird how she's kind of just she's okay with being so far away from the mom and kid. I don't know, maybe because she's found other people, like, it makes her feel better about it. I don't know.
This town did not deserve what's about to happen to them.
I agree.
Over here. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Something else gonna be chirping, all right. What's this guy yelling about?
Go
Oh,
figure.
Dolph. Yo. Mm. We almost had a repeat of part one.
I know.
Wait, so those kids are still there? Bro, these things in a small town neighborhood and broad daylight are terrifying. Mm. Put the top down. It's a nice day out. Oh,
Oh shit!
Thought he was
yo,
gone.
yo, that's a good jump scare.
What are you doing
That's
over there?
perfect.
Bro,
Now come here.
See ya!
Reposo.
he's done so. And his 4 minutes and 49 seconds are up.
Perfectly calculated.
Oh,
I wonder when they're eventually gonna put these things in Dead by Daylight. I feel like they put everything in Dead by Daylight. They put in freaking Lara Croft in Dead by Daylight, bro.
Oh my god.
I know Demogorgon was in there.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see these things coming from the upside down.
Mm.
Here's the third act of the film.
Man, these things and the things from Arcadian, bro. Holy crap.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bro, those things, listen, that movie was mid. Those monsters were terrifying. I'll stand by that.
Editing on those monsters was so bizarre to me. It's
You didn't like when they started biting.
like when they were yapping, it was just like, yo, what?
I know.
It didn't seem
That
realistic
was
to me. It kind of took me
that
out
was
because I was like,
I
what?
like that.
Like, are they like super speed or like? I don't know. It kind of like felt like CW editing. Like the creatures themselves were cool and like when they were ripping people apart, that was gnarly. But Like
Yeah,
the
the
actual
scene.
editing on them.
Ironically, that movie has a similar scene to the scene in this movie where the whole little town of people gets destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Only in that movie, I didn't like anybody, so I was like, yeah, get them.
You don't like the brothers at all? Like either one of them?
We're fine.
Nick Cage was cool when he was in it.
I just wish there was more Nick Cage in that movie.
Man was in that movie for like 15 minutes.
Which is disappointing. Excuse me.
Oh, so open that door. Oh,
Ooh,
it
He
got his
leave that door
leg.
open.
That the most abrupt ending to this movie. At this point in the movie, I really thought it had another like 30, 40 minutes left.
no, when they had the moment between with the siblings, I was like, yeah, it's wrapping up.
I thought she was gonna get back to them and everything. Like,
Oh
Oh,
God.
I just wanted to make one of their heads explode or something.
ow, ow.
Ah.
Yeah, man. I don't see them in day one. I don't see them making it out, bro. Cause like they can't fight them.
Right.
I know the cat's gonna survive. They're
Go
definitely
figure.
not killing the cat, bro. You're not killing the cat.
You know what I gotta say about that, AJ?
But
Go figure.
meow.
That's a definite go figure.
If they do make a third movie, I think Emily Blunt is dying and the kids are going to survive.
I hope not.
I could definitely see that happening.
I don't know. We'll
The way
see.
they sidelined her in this movie, I really hope she gets time to shine in the third one.
Well, no, I'm saying if they give her that, they're going to do something meaningful for her, but I could still see her dying by the end of that movie.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That was
That is
Quiet
it.
Place Part 2.
Let's go.
He wrote this one.
Yep.
John Krasinski, he wrote this one. Very, 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 very good. I think my score is a low 4.5, high 4. I like this movie quite a bit.
My score remains the same, 3.5. It's good. Wish I enjoyed it more.
I think they're both 5s for me.
You said 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I love both of these movies.
I just think that the the usage of the characters could have been better, and the pacing could be a little rough. But
Yeah, I get that.
I think the actual character work itself is really good. The kids are fantastic. That the acting across the board is great. And the tension sequences are just as good as the first one. Very good sequel.
Yes. So good. All right.
All right.
Right, moving on to our final topic of the night is the physical media update. Like I said, I do not have anything because I'm fucking broke right now, and physical media has been slow, dead. So, AJ, if you have anything,
Yeah. So, over last weekend, Disc Replay was doing a thing: buy 3 get 3 free. And I got 12 things. I'm not going to show all of them, but I'm going to show some highlights that I picked up. So I got Cars 2 with this lenticular. Can't hardly even see the lenticular, but it's like this lenticular slip cover with Cars 2. I haven't seen the movie. I hear it's not good, like at all, but at
it
least I
looks
got this
pretty.
lenticular. Yeah, I hear it looks good and like the animation's good, but heard the movie
Animation's
isn't great.
good. That's the only positive I can even come up with that.
So now the only Pixar movies I need are Soul, Wally, A Bug's Life, Inside or not Inside Out, Elemental, and Turning Red. And then I guess whenever Inside Out 2 comes out. So next I got Terminator 3. This is the only Terminator film that I did not have in the collection. So Terminator 3. I got Ray. I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid, but phenomenal performance from Jamie Foxx.
Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen it in a few years, but it's really good. Like, it's really good.
and I picked up the Color Purple remake. I have the original on 4K, and I got the remake on Blu-ray. I saw it at Disc Replay for $5.99. Picked it up.
Solid movie.
And I picked up Detective Pikachu on 4K. I've been looking for this movie with a slip on 4K, and I finally found it for $5.99. So got it. And I guess I'll show this one. Superman Red Sun. I am trying to bulk up my DC animated film collection, and I like this movie. I thought it was good, so that is what I picked up. Luke,
All right.
Luke, before I graduate college, please. All right.
how many do you have, Luke?
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh Jesus.
I have 11.
All right, let's go.
All right. So, and I'm gonna show my horror pack stuff for the month because I am subscribed to horror pack. So I got Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. This is a Scream Factory release. So then I got the horror pack limited edition, The Girl Who Cried Her Eyes Out, which I have never heard of. Then I got The Call. Tobin Bell's in it, so I'm interested. And this movie I already have, but I'm going to be sending this to my buddy Jared because I know he wants to check this out, which is Pig. I'm going to be sending this to Jared.
That came in a horror pack?
Out of all Nicolas Cage movies, that's the one that got in the horror pack.
Yo.
It couldn't have been like Prisoners of the Ghostland or some other Nicolas Cage horror film.
They probably put that in there because the director of Day One directed that movie.
Probably. Like I saw like the hand that said something with Nicolas Cage in it, and I didn't think it would be Pig.
But Pig is not a horror movie though.
No, it's not. Like
that's why I'm confused, but okay. Keep going.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. So I got I actually just found this at my Walmart today, so I instantly had to pick it up, which is Batman the Complete Animated Series.
Nice.
Which I haven't opened this yet, but as soon as I saw this there, I was like, oh, mine. Like
if you don't mind me asking, how much did you pay for that?
I think it was like about $40.
No.
So
okay. I think that's how much I paid for it.
Then I picked up the first Slam Dunk because I'm getting on a bit of an anime kick. So want to check this out. And this was Chris Stuckman's favorite film of last year, so has me curious. Then I got the steelbook of the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which I absolutely love this steelbook.
That's a dope steelbook.
Yep. Had to. As soon as I saw the design of the steelbook, I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna get this." Then I got Team America World Police on 4K and South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut on 4K. Then I picked up Ghostbusters Frozen Empire on 4K as well. And my second favorite film of the year on 4K, Monkey Man.
Nice.
Absolutely love that movie. So that's it.
That Frozen Empire's slipcover is pretty cool. I like it.
I did see the steelbook there, but it was just the Blu-ray one, so I was like, I'll pass because I have the other three on 4K anyway, so that's why I picked up that one on 4K as well.
Nice.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of Nerd Talk. Thank you to if you guys watched both movies with us. Thank you very much. This was easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like exhausting, but it wasn't because they're both quick movies. Next week we will be back in these chairs, butts in the chairs, doing a spoiler talk for A Quiet Place Day One. Very, very excited about that. Our originals versus remakes for Total Recall will be dropping tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow. Very excited about that. It was a very fun one. All three of us actually got to be on that one. A very rare occurrence for OVR, so check that out when it drops. In terms of stuff for me, I'm going to drop a review for A Quiet Place Day One on Friday, and no promises, but more than likely on Sunday, a review for season 3 of The Bear. We'll keep that in the books. Let's see. And we're gonna start this crazy month that's gonna be July. Basically, gonna be reviews every week, which I'm excited for. Um, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed this stream, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 150 subscribers. We are 2 away, so let's get us to that goal. Turn on the bell for all notifications for future Nerd Talk live streams. And we will see you on the next episode of Nerd Talk. Everybody, have a good night.
Peace.